This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we have a GE dryer that won't heat, and we've already taken off the front panel, and we've already taken off the control panel by removing some Phillips head screws. Now we're removing the front panel of the dryer. So we have 4 screws on the top we have to remove, and then there's 2 on the bottom right and bottom left hand corner. Make sure we have the dryer unplugged, and we're going to be removing this front panel, and we'll be removing the tumbler, the belt from the tumbler, and that'll allow us to get to a high limit switch that has blown near the back of the dryer. So we took off the front panel, and then we're going to take the belt off of the dryer by pushing on the idler wheel and taking the belt off the motor pulley. We're going to remove these 2 Phillips head screws from the top, and we're going to bend the top up so that it's out of the way so we can lift the tumbler up. We're going to get underneath the tumbler and push up pretty hard to release the rear bearing so it can come out of a little plastic socket. You have to lift it up by about 4 inches, and then you can take the entire tumbler and pull it out towards you to get it out of the way. I usually like to get my hands underneath the tumbler and then push up really hard to make it let loose of the rear bearing. So I'm pulling it out, and now I've got my continuity tester. I'm testing out the high limit. There's 2 of them there. One works, one doesn't, so that one is limiting the power going to the igniter. So I'm going to be removing that high limit and replacing it. In this case, it's the one to the left, or the lower one. So I'm going to be pulling the power wires off of the terminals. And then there's 2 Phillips head screws I've got to zip out. I've got my little 90-degree tool that makes it easier to get in there. And once I get it off, I'm just going to put the new high limit on, put the wires back on, screw in the new one, and then I'll just do everything in reverse. I'll put the tumbler back in, get the belt back over the motor pulley, and then I'll put the front panel back on, then I'll put on the control panel, then I'll put on the middle panel. And when I did all that, everything worked great again. We had heat coming back. So that was just a blown high limit. Hope that's been helpful to you, and you can get your GE dryer going again. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe when you get a chance.